Hello, and welcome to today's webcast. My name is Kanika Bailey, and I'm the Senior Functional Consultant here at AlfaPeople, and I'll be your presenter today. For those who are new to GoToWebinar, we have just a few guidelines for your use. Audio is enabled only for the presenters. Upon joining the webcast, you will be on mute. If your audio isn't working for some reason, please attempt to log out and log back into the meeting. You can also find the audio information in your audio panel. You can look at your Outlook appointment on the confirmation email as well. We'd love for you to get the most out of your time with us on the webinar today, so if you have any questions or comments during the webcast, please enter them in your Q&A box. Our presenters are online and will make every effort to pause throughout the program, and we will leave time for Q&A at the end of the session. Finally, this session is being recorded today. If you need to hop off early or have any colleagues who cannot attend, who would be interested in viewing the webinar, we'll be sending a link to the recording that you can share afterward. I am presenting today. My name is Kanika Bailey. Just as you can see from my information there, I am ITIL Foundation certified. I specialize in training, requirement elicitation, documentation, and configuration of Dynamics CRM. A little bit of information about AlfaPeople. AlfaPeople is your ERP and CRM provider across the globe. We operate in 16 countries listed there. We have over 500 employees, and we are part of Microsoft Dynamics 2017-2018 Inner Circle. So we are Microsoft certified partner, and we specialize in the following industries: retail, distribution, financial services, professional services, call center, shared services center, and real estate. AlfaPeople has over 10 years of enterprise technology experience. We have over 300 customers globally. We've done over 300 ERP implementations. And as we said, we provide enterprise solutions internationally for a global market. In today's webinar, we're going to cover the 7 concepts of customer-centric marketing. And what does that mean exactly? We're going to talk about the concepts within marketing using Dynamics CRM that you can utilize to create that outstanding customer experience. So we really want to focus on marketing to the customer. Today's customer is more savvy and they're more knowledgeable, and we want to make sure that we embrace that and that we're marketing to them the way that they respond to. So we're going to talk about those 7 concepts here. The first concept is experience. We want to make the customer experience easy, enjoyable, and convenient. Companies that excel in customer experience make their customers so happy that they want to share their positive interactions with your brand. Today, it's easier than ever to share good and bad experiences, and you want to make sure that your customers are sharing the great experience that they have with you. How exactly do you achieve this? You can use Dynamics 365 marketing to suggest products and services and to respond quickly to customers' questions before the sale. One example we have here is using the new Microsoft Flow to connect social media to Dynamics 365. Now, Microsoft Flow is a tool that allows you to connect your online instance of Dynamics 365 to other products and other solutions without needing any coding or any sort of integration tool. The benefits are that you're able to go in and use this cloud-based service to automate processes and connect your products that you use every day in a way that makes sense for you and your business. So one example of something that you could do with Microsoft Flow to connect it to Dynamics 365 and a social media aspect is use one of the pre-configured templates to create leads based on tweets. This is actually a template that is available in Microsoft Flow, and we'll look at that later on in the course of the webinar. But this flow can be modified to suit your needs, but basically what will happen is if you enter keywords, and if those keywords are hashtagged in someone's tweets, we can use that information to create a lead in Dynamics 365. Now, of course, this flow can be modified to suit your needs, so you can go in and tweak it and you can have different things. Those of you that are familiar with Microsoft Dynamics 365, previous versions and current version, may be asking if this is going to replace the CRM workflows, which also automate processes within Dynamics 365. And the answer to that is no. These tools will allow you to create records within Microsoft Dynamics 365, but it will not take the place of your CRM workflows just yet. So in the example here where we're looking at leads based on tweets, once that lead is created, that lead is a record within Dynamics 365, and you may still use your CRM workflows to qualify that lead, to add it to a marketing list, and to do other functions and tasks within the system. So you will still be using those CRM workflows as needed, but you have a whole nother tool set of things that you can use to create integrations and to stay on top of your customer data. The next point that we want to talk about is loyalty. So with our loyalty, we want to reward and recognize customers in a consistent way that is relevant to how they want to be rewarded. Now, if you've listened to any of our previous webinars, we have gone in depth about some of the loyalty programs that we have implemented and given you more details about creating a loyalty program. So please feel free to visit our site or email us, and we can get you access to those previous webinars that focus on loyalty. So we won't go deep into loyalty today, but we do want to point out that that's one of the concepts of being a customer-centric marketing shop. Now, again, with the loyalty program, if you have tuned into our previous webinars, we were using the example of a wine and spirits shop called Beverage King, and they were implementing a new loyalty program, and they had 3 different levels of loyalty. And so what we've given an example here in the Microsoft Flow screen is once a customer reaches that connoisseur level, that is the highest level. That means that they are a super loyal customer. They're sharing the brand, they're buying the products and things like that. Once a customer reaches that level, we've got this set up to where it will actually post a tweet congratulating that Twitter handle on that level of loyalty that they've reached. So this is another example of using the flow in Microsoft to integrate with your social media. The next concept of customer-centric marketing is communications. Personalize your message to customers based upon what they buy and in a way that they like. So again, customers are savvy these days. They really want to have personalized messages that's speaking directly to them. We all know that all of our buying habits are being captured somewhere by some company. You have to utilize this information and make sure that your communications are giving customers exactly what they want to see, what they're used to seeing, and the information that they need. Now, the way to do this within Microsoft Dynamics 365 is to create subscription lists for customers to opt into based on their preferences. Now, for this example, we're using a tool called Click Dimensions, and we will be doing webinars solely focused on Click Dimensions in the future. But Click Dimensions is a tool that was built exclusively for Microsoft Dynamics. You can only use it within Microsoft Dynamics CRM, and it takes your marketing efforts to that next level. So this is the tool that you will use to send out your emails and manage your social media. So you can actually use Click Dimensions to manage your events, your emails, your subscription lists, as we're going to see here, and all of that information is tracked within CRM. So again, once you send that email out using their system, you'll be able to see the page views, the opens, the bounces, all of that pertinent information that you're used to seeing as a marketer when you do those bulk email blasts. Now for this example, we're actually focusing on a feature within Click Dimensions that allows you to design subscription lists. So instead of just allowing your customers to opt in and out of everything, of all the marketing emails that they may get from you, you can design subscription lists and have them pick and choose what they want to receive. So in the example here, we're going back to Beverage King, and this may be what their subscription list would look like for their customers. So over to the left, you've got the subscription designer, and basically we've got a listing of all the things that, all the aspects, all the subscription lists that we're currently offering. And then on the right, you're seeing what the customer would see, in that they've got the option to choose exactly what they want to opt into. So if they want the New Wine Wednesday newsletter, they can check that, but they don't want spirit tasting events, they can really pick and choose what they want to subscribe to. And then at the bottom, if they do really want to unsubscribe to everything, they do have that option, which is key. Okay. And again, this was created within Click Dimensions, which is a third-party tool that works within Microsoft Dynamics 365. All right, so our next item is having an assortment. So having the right products and a strong variety to meet your customers' needs. Companies don't necessarily have to have the widest selection of products, but they should regularly keep on hand the ones that customers want the most. And how to achieve this? This goes back to using ERP systems such as Dynamics 365 Finance and Operations, and integrating that with your CRM to make sure that your products, if there's a low stock, you're immediately aware of that, and you can take the necessary steps to replenish those products. So just making sure that you have the products that your customers want on hand when they want to purchase them. And also, we do offer a webinar on integration between the two tools, the Dynamics 365 Finance and Operations into sales and marketing. So again, contact us or visit our website to find those previous webinars that we've offered. The next pillar here, number 5, is promotions. You want to leverage promotions on the items that are most appealing and often purchased by current customers. Companies with successful promotions programs promote the products that matter the most to customers. And using Dynamics 365, you can use marketing lists to create highly targeted promotions for your products. And again, we're going to look at one of the sample flows within Dynamics 365 that is available. This flow can actually create a new contact in Dynamics CRM. So how this would work is a trigger would be created. This would create a new record within Dynamics, and then a push notification could go to another user. So for instance, if you're at a trade show or a wine event and someone wants to sign up for the mailing lists, you can use a mobile device or a tablet to capture their information. This is then in turn going to put that information directly into Dynamics 365 without the customer or the user having to do anything else, having to fumble around and have the customer sign up. This is all happening very quickly, and that information is entered into Dynamics 365, and then a push notification can be sent out to let the marketing department or the sales department know that that new record is in there. Again, your CRM workflows may come into play here, where once that contact is created, they're added to a campaign where they get a follow-up email, and they're taken down the path of getting more information about the company and potentially turning into a customer. Okay, our next concept is the concept of price. Now, as a retailer, you must provide prices that are perceived to be in line with what the customer is looking for on the products that they purchase more often. Not every retail establishment brand is going to be a price leader, but they do need to have pricing that is in line with what customers perceive as fair and in line with what your competitors are doing. What you can do to manage pricing is building out the competitor entity in Dynamics 365. This is an entity that is out of the box and included with your implementation, and you can build this out to capture consumer competitor pricing information and have that show in the system real time. Okay, our next item here is feedback. So hearing and recognizing customer concerns. Companies that rank high in customer feedback and have a two-way conversation and emotional connection with their customers. Um, this shows that they are able to turn their customers into loyal customers and loyal influencers and brand ambassadors for their products. So maintaining a good customer relationship is key here. Making sure that things that if there's something that goes wrong, the customers are able to get those issues resolved very quickly is key as well. So using tools such as chat, social engagement, in social media, if there's negative sentiment out there, you want to stay on top of that, and you can use these tools that are available to do that. So Dynamics 365, there is a social engagement tool. There are also some flow tools that can be used to capture information from social media as well. So making sure that if your customers are singing your praises, you're following up on those, as well as customers that have not had a good experience, making sure that you do everything in your power to quickly address those situations and resolve them. So one way that you can do this, again, using the social media aspect of Flow along with Dynamics 365, is using Microsoft Flow to record new tweets. So as tweets come in, you can have them inserted into a spreadsheet, and then mobile notifications can go out. So if we would enter our keywords into our Twitter account, we link up the Twitter account in Microsoft Flow, and then as tweets come in, we can send out, and they meet that criteria that we've set, we can send out mobile notifications via text or email to a mobile device, and so that users are immediately aware of those tweets that have come in. So we'll talk about some key takeaways here. Using Flow to integrate and automate many of your current social media and Office 365 tools with Dynamics is a great way to provide a richer customer experience. So utilizing all of the tools that are out there and being able to have that information all in one place is key. It's key to a quick response. It's key to really understanding the customer and being able to respond very quickly and with a knowledgeable response. Also, using third-party tools designed for Dynamics, such as Click Dimensions, allows your organization to stay within CRM while interacting with customers, meaning again that faster response and a full view of your customer experience. If you are currently a Dynamics 365 customer, try Flow out today. So I'm going to go ahead and switch over here and show you some of the items within Flow. Okay, so just to give you a little bit of information about the flow, we'll start here from the beginning. The way that you reach the Microsoft Flow, if you have Dynamics 365 and Office 365, is here from what I call this keypad link here. So you'll go there, and Flow is listed there. You can also go to flow.microsoft.com to get there, and that'll take you into that area as well. When you're in Flow, there are template collections, and that's what I was referring to earlier in talking about things that are already built that you can utilize for your information. So just to kind of take a look at some things that are available under Dynamics 365. So I'm here under the popular services, and I go to Dynamics 365. And this will give us some triggers. Okay, so we've got our templates and we've got our triggers. Triggers are events that start off a flow. So as you can see with these examples here, when a record is created, when a record is deleted, when a record is updated, these actions would be examples of things that can trigger a flow. Now, this is not the full list of those. It's just the most popular ones, the most commonly used ones here. Scrolling down a little bit, these are some of the available templates when you're using Microsoft Flow. So the one that I mentioned earlier, creating a new contact in Dynamics CRM. So this would allow you to, if you're at an event and you just really want someone to be able to fill out a couple of key pieces of information and have that information be pushed into Dynamics CRM, you could do that from here. I mentioned the Create Dynamics leads based on tweets. That one's shown here as well. And there are a few others here. Creating new opportunities, just a wide variety of tools that are available within Flow that you can use to manage your customer data flow. So we'll go in and take a look at the leads based on tweets. So how this works is that you would set up connectors. You'll need a connector for Twitter, so you'll set up your Twitter account in here, and then also your Dynamics 365 login would be used here as well. And hit continue. And this is where you would actually go in and build your flow. So the first field, you would enter your search text. So whatever terms that you want to be targeted when people are tweeting about your product. So something like, as you see in here, we've talked about the Beverage King. So hashtag Beverage King or hashtag certain brands, things like that. If that's what you want to target, you can go ahead and target that. You would get the user information from their Twitter handle and then use that to create a new record within Dynamics 365. And then down here, where it says not name of Dynamics 365 organization, this would be your Dynamics 365 instance that would receive that information. Okay. So this is just an example of the things that are available in the flows. And I'm going to go ahead and close that. And I'm going to go back here. And go to templates. And if you already have this subscription, as I said, I encourage you to go in and take a look here and just kind of look through these templates and see what you can play around with that would add immediate value to your organization. There are tons of templates in here. And just by clicking on these, it'll pretty much step you through creating these templates and configuring them to your organization. So this is something that I encourage you to go in and take a look at. All right, now we're going to open up our panel here for some Q&A. So if there are any questions out there, go ahead and put those in the chat now. And we'll go back to our PowerPoint here. Okay, so one of the questions that has come up with the in the audience here is, can Flow be used with tools like Facebook? And the answer is yes. There is a Facebook add-in with Flow. So what it will do out of the box is it will allow you to post in one place and have it show up in different places. So if you want to take a Facebook post and have it show up in Instagram and Twitter as well, there's a flow for that. There's a few other Facebook related flows, that templates that you can use as well. Another question that we've had come in is around when to use a flow and when to use a workflow. So as a CRM workflow, that is. So as I was saying, flows are relatively new, and CRM workflows have been around probably since CRM itself was created. And the difference here, as I said, is that your flows will kind of interconnect your other tools outside of CRM. And then once you get that data into CRM, then your workflows will go and control it from there. So case in point, we were looking at creating leads from tweets. So the Microsoft Flow is taking that tweet and it's pushing it into Dynamics CRM as a lead. Then on the other hand, the CRM workflow may take that lead and assign it to the proper territory or the proper salesperson and notify them that there's a new lead. It may also take that lead and add them to a marketing list so that a nurture campaign can be run. So those are the kinds of things that the CRM workflow will do that the flow doesn't do. So just kind of think of using those in tandem and not one replacing the other. All right. Do we have any other questions out there? Okay, if there are no other questions, now that you've gotten an understanding of the benefits of working with dynamic software and partners like AlfaPeople, I'd like to conclude with the thought that this presentation is being recorded and that we'll send out a recording after the webinar. So you'll get that in your inbox, and please feel free to share that with any colleagues or other people that are interested but couldn't attend. I would also like to mention we do have some great resources on our website at alfapeople.com/US, where you can read more about how to start your digital transformation journey and see some of the work that we've done with some of our customers. We also have some limited time offers shown here on the screen, and please contact us if you are interested in receiving those offers that we have listed here. Also, keep in mind, we do have our next webinar scheduled for the 1st of March. And this one is entitled Identify and Fill Gaps in Your Customer Service Capabilities. Again, that will be on the 1st of March at 2:00 p.m. So go ahead and sign up for that one if you're interested in it. The registration link is down below. You'll also get that in your email, so you'll have that. And again, if there are no other questions, we would like to thank you for your time today. Our contact information is listed here, so please reach out if you have any questions. And again, we will send this webinar out to those that missed it and those that attended so that they can forward it on to anyone else that's interested. Thank you for your time and attention today.